and fourth spot. A good look inside the Quicken Loans Arena as we move into the third place match. A Big Ten showdown. Tomasello of Ohio State.
There you go.
Lizak of Minnesota. The winner to get third and the winner to pick up a team point.
Just one team point available in this round. But you look back at that
score, they run so quick.
Fast forward to tonight. Winning the championship should get 4 points. So Ohio State with a 5-point lead right now has covered one of the Penn State national champions. If they get one, they get a national champion. That's 4 points. So they have 2 in the finals. Penn State has 5. That 5-point spread is huge now. But it almost goes in 4-point increments. We talk about that difference there.
For the Buckeyes with 6 wrestlers, a chance to pick up a point. Penn State has 3 wrestlers also with the opportunity.
Come on, Lizak.
Ethan Lizak has been just amazing here in these consolation rounds. Last year's NCAA finalist, surprised a lot of people. Tough match with Cruz, and he's just a great scrambler, and he presents problems in the top position. That's where Nathan Tomasello has struggled. What he'll do is he'll roll back into that crab position. He'll force that left leg in, and he will spread you out, getting your shoulders away from your thighs. Works hard with that half Nelson. He'll commit with that left leg coming in there, and then he'll try to stretch you out. Get you falling back. You just don't want to roll with him. It's just like rolling with an alligator. You're going to find yourself sucking on some water.
Lizak continues to ride. Tomasello will get a fresh start in the center as he lunges out of bounds. Tomasello picked up a pin earlier in this session. First period fall.
Got curious. I'm going right now. I'm going with Lizak.
Tomasello trailing 2-0. Last year's national champion, Darian Cruz, getting started with Rivera from Northwestern. 2 minutes in, no score.
Look at that commitment there to that half Nelson. You start adjusting to that, and all of a sudden the leg comes in on the other side for Lizak. Now you see how Tomasello's keeping that right elbow fairly close. Good mat return by Lizak. He really wears on your head. This is the toughest of positions that Tomasello could be in, giving up an early takedown to a great rider like Lizak and a guy who can put you on his back. I mean, this is going to be a battle to collect that team point. Got to keep your pace up. Always look for guys maybe to take a switch off the whistle.
Sebastian Rivera able to get a takedown, but Cruz gets away quickly. So a 2-1 score as they go to the second period on the right. Lizak continues to ride for Minnesota. Sit out attempt by Tomasello.
Yeah, he's in business now. He's able to go ahead and collect that leg. I think what you want to try to do is you want to ride Lizak as much as you can. He sometimes struggles in the bottom position. Get your faculties back. Don't riding those legs, I think, is tough to do against a leg ride. See how he's picking up on that leg, the bottom leg, the right leg of Tomasello, and he collects the reversal. What I meant by riding is that when you ride with the legs, either one of 2 things happens. You ride them out or you give up reversals. And reversals is not where you want to be with Lizak. Too tough in the top position. Now he's got an advantage to close out this position.
Tomasello goes right back down. 34 seconds to try to get away, trailing by 2. Rivera leading 2-1 for Northwestern. Cruz in the riding position.
Yeah, almost back points there by Lizak. He just really commits himself to taking his opponent back once he has those legs in.
Tomasello with 10 seconds. Can he get away? Leg still in for Lizak. Tomasello trying to rip those hands free. Lizak looks over at the clock.
Yeah, he's been given a stall warning.
When you're Lizak, do you take the stall there rather than give up the escape?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've seen matches here before where Lizak has had the lead. You know, and he's in match I remember so well is that he got ahead of Thomas Gilman last year, #1, ranked wrestler at the time, and built a huge lead, and he wasn't able to go ahead and hold on to it on the feet. It would be the same thing. I mean, Tomasello is going to be attacking that leg that's all wrapped up there. But Lizak has been a different wrestler of this consolation since he got beat in a tight match in the quarterfinals against 9 seed. He's come back fairly strong. Look at his bracket. He's had some really big wins and some pins, and he's really done pretty well. And he's given up the double leg takedown there, and now he's got that bottom leg Turk there. It's an opportunity for Tomasello. This is what he likes to do. Not able to stay with it, not able to get the hips turned. Now he comes back and just does the bow and arrow. Is he going to have enough to step up on it? Lizak just a little bit too long for him to get that. I expect him with 58 seconds left probably to cut him. He's really trying to work on the head. Not blood timeout, and that's probably a good thing for maybe both corners because it gives you an opportunity to talk strategy. You can't officially do that, but it happens.
Tomasello with a 4-4 tie, 55 seconds to go, second period. Cruz continues to lead 5-2. Let's go down to Quinn, who's been following Tomasello the past couple of days.
Yeah, you spend time with this Buckeye team, and Nathan Tomasello is just greatly respected by his peers on this team, by his coaching staff, as a guy who has made their room, made their culture strong and better over the last 4 years. Tommy Ryan telling me he's going to be a great dad, he's going to be a great employee, terrific father, just the type of kid that you can be proud of. 4-time All-American and former NCAA champ, Nathan Tomasello, last match of his collegiate career right now.
He's right back in another double leg cue. He's able to hook the leg, so he'll be able to go ahead and score there. He just did that. Collects more points, so there's it. Jumps out in the lead. Look for him to try to ride and stay in the top position. Again, this is where Lizak has struggled. He puts a lot of effort in the top position, and he's not able to kind of maintain that intensity on his feet.
Nathan Tomasello and Snyder have been captains in that Ohio State wrestling room since their freshman year. That's the type of leaders they have been for the Buckeyes.
Boy, when I first heard that he was naming Tom Ryan, he's naming 3 freshmen as as captains. I go, what is that about? Right? I don't think that's ever been done. But Tom Ryan has pushed a lot of great buttons there in that year that they won the national championship and had a freshman national champion Tomasello. He knew what he was doing. He knew the character of these guys. And he knew what type of examples that they could be for his program. And these athletes have not let Tom Ryan down.
Tomasello ride for the final 14 seconds of this period. Lizak up on his feet, but the two work their way out of bounds.
Yeah, this is what you want to see from Tomasello as far as the riding goes. You want him to do mat returns, jump in, back in on legs, do the things that he's strong at, do the things he's been able to do to take Lizak down, not throw a leg in. See how he's keeping his feet away, his chest into the man, head up, wrinkle in the back of his neck.
Going to be a good final 2 minutes. Tomasello leading by 1. Cruz is in cruise control, up 4 late in the third period.
Yep, and Lizak chooses top. He does this more than anybody in the country.
Caution given to Tomasello. You get 3 cautions before your opponent is given a point. Looks like that wound popped open again, so they'll patch it up quickly. Can't blame Tomasello trying to get that quick start.
Yeah, there's his second caution. 3 of them, it's a point. But that ride that Tomasello put on Lizak, he was able to ride the rider, as we say. Get the riding time back under a minute. And if you're Lizak, you want at least, to put that type of pressure on. You're thinking nothing but back points. Big, strong half Nelson. This is where that work you've been doing in the weight room, getting to your feet with the man on your back. Tomasello being active. He knows that if he just stays active in this position, at the very least he walks into a tie match with an opportunity to win it in overtime on his feet. So what you want to try to do is be patient enough to catch Lizak's impatience. Now we're going to have another blood time, but you want to catch Lizak maybe forcing a leg in and see if you can get a reversal or quick escape.
Let's go back down to Quinn.
Guys, when I talked to Ethan in early March, I asked him about his ability from that top position, and he says it's a natural feel. He can kind of sense where guys are putting their hands, and when he has the opening to throw in the leg, senses that hip pressure and the turns. And he said the key there is just staying patient and not making a bad leg attempt.
Yeah, you saw that right there, Quinn, when he just tried to put the left leg in. It wasn't quite there. Yeah, that's what he likes to go with now. He's doing it from the feet as Tomasello jumps to his feet. Didn't quite have the real estate.
Lizak has been able to get riding time back on his side. So.
Yeah, and I think that Tomasello has to bide his time in here, because if you make too big of a stretch right now to try to get up, you may capture the risk. Look for that left leg to come in again. See how he anticipates it, but even he was able to go under the arm at that time. Now he's got both legs in. Tomasello has a big, strong set of legs. Locked hands call. Yeah, he had the arm though. That's not going to.
I saw the arm.
He's talking to the officials, and this is where you want to go ahead and they're going to go ahead and take a look at it. I believe that he had the head and the arm. He wasn't just locking around the torso. Let's take a quick look at it. See underneath. Yes, he has the head and arm. That's legal. If he was locked around the torso, which maybe we see later, I think they review that and get a new start.
Wow.
Yeah, Lizak looked right at the official real quick. Take a look. No locking there. No, there's no intent to lock around the right here. That's what he was calling. Yeah, he had the head and the arm, and you could see, skin tone of these two guys pretty similar. It's almost camouflaged in there. Looking for locked hands, and that's good awareness on the official's part.
Yeah, this is an official review. This didn't come from Minnesota. They want to make sure they get it right. They have that option, and that's what they're doing. They're looking at the mat side camera that they have established.
Nobody's tired out there. We've had enough blood time. So this isn't going to be a match that's decided on conditioning. So it's going to be technique, and as we'll get it right. So, looked like we were going to get a call. I certainly don't know how he stays with that. There you go.
So they will reverse the initial call of locked hands. Clearly a no lock hand situation, so no point awarded.
Well, that's an advantage, though, for Tomasello here to get that break and a little bit of strategy talking, explosive move. Now, who's gonna be less patient? Lizak trying to put that leg in. He gets what he wants, but he comes back out and does the mat return. So he didn't stay. He doesn't like staying with that left leg when Tomasello gets to his feet. Tomasello's got to be careful. He doesn't come up too high with the torso and get sucked back onto the mat.
Tomasello knows he needs to get away with riding time for Lizak locked up. In essence, this is a tied match, so Tomasello needs the escape.
Again, if you're Tomasello, you know that you're probably the better athlete on the feet, so you don't give up anything. If you're Lizak, you got to try to score right here in these remaining 30 seconds. You got him on the outer third of the mat.
And the senior deliver for Ohio State in his final bout, wearing the Buckeye singlet.
Well, remember now that with all these breaks, Lizak is pretty fresh too on the feet, so he's not struggling the way he has in previous matches where he's put a lot into those rides. He's had a lot of break in between, so he could be pretty fresh here too. And he did get the first takedown. So, but this is an advantage situation for Tomasello. Look for him to attack that leg, lead leg.
Sudden victory, first one to score in the 60 seconds. If nothing happens, we go to 2 30-second tiebreakers.
And if you're Lizak, you might as well go ahead and You don't want to be waiting here. Drops in on the shot right away. That's good work by him. He looks pretty fresh on the feet. Right there.
Tomasello in on the leg.
Yeah, they're going to be an ankle pass situation. Lizak commits to it. Now he's in a pretty good position to be able to maybe score. Trying to keep on the mat. If anything, he's keeping the clock moving. He wants to get back to the mat, right? So his goal is to go ahead and stay on his feet this next 24 seconds. Tomasello's got to hit that shot. Something straightforward. And on the shot,
who launches.
yeah, look at that left hand. Is he losing control of that leg? Got the shot. Look for the score. Yep, he's going to catch it. That extends the lead to 6.
The senior found a way.
And I can't tell you how important it is as a national champion, a returning national champion, to go out in this arena winning your last match. A lot of respect for that man. Gives a hug to Zach Sanders, his training partner at the international level.
The All-Americans at 125. Nathan Tomasello third. Lizak fourth. Cruz, Rivera, Bresser, and Boise. Let's go back down to Quint. He's with Nathan.
Nate, how would you best describe your will to win?
Just all the work that I put in, the discipline, and just knowing that I represent the Lord, and I'm going to give all that I got to glorify Him.
What emotions are you dealing with today?
It's bittersweet. I knew, I believed I could win it. Spencer Lee had a great match. He was a better wrestler that night. As now it's just getting back and giving back to the team, trying to win this team title, and just grateful to be taking third.
When Buckeye fans and wrestling fans say, hey, there goes Nathan Tomasello, remember him? What do you hope they remember?
A warrior. A warrior that gives all that he has and doesn't hold anything back.
Congratulations, Nate. Way to end it.
Nittany Lions, the finalist, anxious. A four-time Big Ten champion. He closes out his career with an All-American honor. Tonight, the finals at 125. Will it be the freshman Spencer Lee of Iowa or Rutgers? Nick Suriano, the former Nittany Lion, has found a home at Rutgers. He's healthy. Lee Suriano, the championship at 125.